Hello. The following is from a historical family account contribution to the National Park Service website by contributor Mrs. Marcy Lamar. William Beard. William Beard was born enslaved in Leakesville, Mississippi on January 14, 1854. He was one of 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, who were born to Joe Beard and Sarah McKinnis Beard. In the 1870 United States Census, he and his siblings were living with their grandmother Hannah in Jackson County, Mississippi. Shortly after that time he married Ann Moffett and lived in Wilmer, Mobile, Alabama. In the 1880 United States Census, his occupation was listed as working in the timber industry and had 4 children, Joseph, William E. John, and Ellen. William and Ann had 7 children before her death in 1885. William submitted homestead application number 714 on November 21, 1877. He built a house and fenced and cultivated about 6 acres of land. In addition, he also built a stable, corn crib, and other outhouses. He eventually farmed a large amount of the land and was able to grow a variety of fruits and vegetables. He also raised animals and had a smokehouse for storing meat. The Beard family was never hungry and was able to share food with other families when they were in need. Although William Beard could read and write, he used an X on his land entry document as his signature. William Beard had the following witnesses to testify to support his final homestead claim: Jackson Moffett, the brother of his wife Ann, and Wesley Taylor, a neighbor. William Beard's brother-in-law Jackson testified on the homestead land application that Beard settled in Wilmer, Moffettville, Alabama on September 4, 1871. The final homestead application was submitted on November 21, 1877 for 159.98 acres of land. Beard received his homestead land patent number 360 on December 30, 1879. In addition to farming the land, William was a logger by trade. His last living daughter, Eleanor, provided an account of some of his life during that time. She said that her daddy was a straw boss in the logging business, which meant that he had to supervise the workers, plus count and document logs that were shipped to other merchants. He also harvested logs and took them up and down the river. Beard had a logging team in Alabama and in Mississippi. Because he was unable to personally supervise this team in Mississippi, Beard lost a large sum of money and had to close the business there. However, the business in Alabama was profitable and employed family members and others in the community. William was a Christian by faith. His in-laws, Cyrus John Moffett and Rachel Banks Moffett, founded the Moffettville Baptist Church on Wilson Road on December 1868 and later organized in August 1876. He served as chairman of the deacon board and was actively involved in his community, offering counseling and support to people to uphold the moral standards of Christ in the Wilmer, Moffettville community. Upon the death of his wife Ann, William continued to raise his children on the farm. He later married her sister Sabriella in April 1889. He felt that by marrying Ann's sister, she would better take care of the children. From this union, they had 10 additional children. Sabriella died in 1905. William then married Ada Bales Robinson. Ada died in 1918. William married once more to Cynthia Ann Adams. Cynthia, a widow, had 2 sons prior to her marriage to William and later had a daughter. This daughter lived until 2013 and was able to share family information. As of today, there are few family members who still own or live on parts of this land. The home that William built is no longer standing. After the death of his last wife, the home was vacant and later destroyed by a hurricane. This was from a historical family account contribution to the National Park Service website by contributor Mrs. Marcy Lamar. Thank you very much for listening.